Hello, I'm going to give you an overview for this project that I'm working on. This is Intelinet's new institutional website. They are a developers company in Brazil. They have customers in Brazil and worldwide, and they're busy with their customers, so I'm helping them with their website. There are basically two main reasons for this side project. One is, of course, offering a great experience for the end users with the institutional content in there, and there is pleasant, nice, fine design, and also the second point is the development framework behind the infrastructure part. And that's key for this company, that we should use a modern framework. We want something that is easier to maintain and also to scale the site. And nowadays, a modern framework for producing site is not different from the modern frameworks being used for developing web apps. So in this case, we're using React.js. That is the same framework that is used nowadays by many companies. It's produced by Facebook developers. It's great in terms of maintenance. We can scale, we can add new features. Basically, they can turn the institutional website into a web app if they really want it. So the second part is important for this company because there is a debate here, there's a conversation, there is new learning, right? Via updating their website using a modern framework, solving challenges, of course we're learning, and this company can use these technologies and frameworks throughout possible other customers that they have in the future, or current customers, okay? So let me compare this site, the new site, with what they have right now. I'm going to reload their older current website. This is a fresh reload. As you can see, there is this animation in the beginning, and then the site loads, and then the user can scroll down to visit the sections, get information about their customers, etc., and access the form. In the new version, we don't have that loading experience in the beginning, right? You see, it loads right away, and then it eventually brings colors. The idea here is what we call a progressive website or progressive web app. So the user needs to see something right away, no loading time basically, or less loading time. And of course, we want to have the benefits of web apps. So if something is dynamic, like the menus there, accessing other content area, we want to have that as well. That's the progressive idea. So that's one point, that's the major difference. And the problem here in general is that websites are being developed like web apps these days. And because of that, there's a lot of code that needs to be delivered. And the code needs to be delivered right away in the beginning. That's why you see the other experience, this loading animation. And in the progressive approach, we don't do that. Well, the code needs to be delivered anyway. However, what we do is what we call server-side rendering. So we're using this modern framework that is called React with server-side rendering approach. So content is delivered right away, and then the loading happens. So if you fresh reload this page, you get content right away, the loading is happening. Let's imagine that it's a really slow loading. The loading is happening. Then at some point the page becomes dynamic and is live. That's why you can reach out to the secondary content, for example. Okay, that's basically the idea here, is progressive website anyway. Well, and there are other ways that you can measure this difference. You can, for example, use Google Page Speed Insights analysis tool, and I'm going to open the current version of the website and also the new version. that we have so far. Okay. Well, you see the current version, Google is giving this score. I'm not gonna enter the details about how the score is produced, but basically there's this 62% score there for the mobile experience and the step 76 for the desktop experience. With the new version, we have a 99 for mobile and 100 for desktop. And it's basically we didn't do anything. It's using React as it is, but however, it's using React using the server-side rendering approach that I have mentioned. Otherwise, it would be a lower score anyway. Well, that's basically where we are right now. This is really a short demonstration, but I want to present you the main differences in there. And I hope you have enjoyed, and thank you. And the other point that I forgot to mention is that this website needs to be visible for users when they use search engines. So that's another reason for using server-side rendering approach, is that's basically the only way to expose the text and information in the page for the search engine crawlers. And of course we want to do that way, otherwise this website will lose the ranking in popular search engines, right? Thank you.